Using AI and automation tools, you can simplify your daily workflow, or I would say your daily life, from sorting out files, creating Excel sheet, generating images, videos, or even writing blog posts. The modern automation tools such as n8n has completely changed the game. Today, we have AI and these modern AI automation tools. You can leverage these tools to simplify your daily routine. So I'm going to share a couple of workflows that I have created to simplify my task. So these are not examples, these are actual use cases, and then we will be going through a couple of workflows in upcoming tutorials as well. So without further ado, let's get started how to create your own workflow starting from the simplest one.
So I am at n8n website. Unlike other automation platforms, n8n has this canvas interface where the workflow is a canvas. So you can play around. You can add not just one automation workflow. You can add multiple automation workflow. Each automation will have its own trigger as well. So let me share my first workflow. Okay, this is an actual workflow which I have been using, and this is one of the simplest workflow where it does its job perfectly, and then it simplify most of my daily routine, or in this case monthly routine, which I had to do a lot. Right? Let me explain. So I have subscribed for many softwares, right? But those are not subscribed on the same day, right? So throughout the month, I'll be getting the subscription receipts on a monthly basis. So I have to collect them, put them on a financial platform like QuickBook or Zoho, Invoice, or any kind of a platform where I need to record my expenses. Now, this has been a daily routine, I mean, monthly routine. I'll have to do it manually. I'll have to download the invoice. I'll have to check. I'll have to add the invoice number to these platforms like Zoho Invoice or QuickBook. It has been a hectic task. Sometimes I miss them. Sometimes I forget. Likewise, right? So what I have done, I simply created this automation where whenever I get an email which has an invoice in it, I'll be forwarding that invoice, or I'll just put that invoice or move that invoice to a Google Drive folder, right? If I don't get some of the softwares, they don't send the actual PDF invoice, they send an email. Right, in that case, at the end of the month, I just go to their website. I have bookmarked all of them. Just go to them, download the PDF files, and then upload it to a Google Drive. So here is an example. So I upload that folder to Google Drive. Once I upload here, what it does, it it triggers this workflow, and then it does its magic, and then it gives me the the details or the breakdown of the invoice into an Excel sheet. So it uploads to an Excel sheet. So at the end of the month, I simply export this into a CSV file and then import it to my invoicing application or the expense tracker application, right? So let me just show you an example. So I have the folder is empty. Let me refresh. Let me open up. So here is my file, right? So I'll just drag and drop the file here. So once I drag and drop the file, then this trigger this workflow. I can see whether the workflow is actually triggered or not by going to execution and then looking at the date today and then see whether it has executed. So I guess that got executed. When I go back, I'll be able to see the detail. So it shows the expense, it's extract the amount from this, right? Sometimes it does make some mistakes, right? So in this case, the expense account is not Rima's Rauf, that's a software, right? So I can actually re-upload it, re-upload it and then see if it does the same mistake. So it's not always 100%, but you can fine tune it. But sometime it doesn't. On usual cases, it extract and it adds that value here. So whenever you upload a file, it reads the invoice, and then it updates the invoice data in an Excel sheet. Then I can just download, export it to a CSV, and then import it to my expense application. right? Let's see one more time. Yeah, here it is. So this is correct, right? So it's a material UI template, and then now it's here, right? So let me walk you through how it actually works, right? So I have created my workflow here. Let me just deactivate it. You can always add a trigger. So from here, so when you click here, you'll be able to add a trigger, or from right, when you click right, and you can add a node, and then you can add a trigger, or even you can just press tab. You can press tab from the keyboard. It opens up. So you have to add a trigger. The triggers are here, and then of course you can have triggers for each of this section, or you can even search. So in my case, I'll just simply walk you through this setup. So in my case, I have a trigger whenever a file is uploaded, right? So I'll just double click and open it up. So I have connected my Google Drive account, which is a simple process. You simply click on this. If you don't have a Google account, then you just have to add one more. That's it, right? So here you just create a new credential, click it, and then you can connect your Google Drive account. So what happens whenever a file is uploaded, that triggers here, right? Once it's triggered, what I have done, I have selected the exact folder. Then I said, okay, file is created. You can select any of this. So in my case, when a file is created, then of course you have to, if it is a file, make sure that you somehow find a way to download so that it's easy for the next step, whether to extract or process that file. Right? If it is a copy, or if it is any textual data, it's okay. But if it is a file, it's better you download it. So from here, I got the file, and then I downloaded it. So when you say download, it actually downloads the file, right? Then it gets the file, download by ID. In my case, I get the ID of the downloaded file. In our case, the file actually uploaded to Google Drive, it gets that ID. Now I have added extract the file, right? So I extract the file. In my case, it's a PDF file. So it gets the file, and then it extract the PDF file, right? So here, whenever a file is uploaded to my Google Drive, it triggers this, and then it downloads, and then get the download and send to this extraction a node. From there, I'm using AI to extract the information, right? So you have lots of option to add AI, right? Here in our case, you can add lots of AIs. You can directly connect OpenAI. You can use an AI agent, but in my case, it's a specific task, which is information extractor, right? So there are specific AI nodes, you can use them. So in our case, it's an information extractor. So it's pointless I use any of these. I just simply go to information extractor, right? Let me show it to you. In my information extractor, what I have done, I have given this prompt or the guide or guidance, or I said, you are an extract agent. I have attached an invoice. Please extract below information, right? So it extract these information, the invoice number, date, invoice company. So I've given as much as information, which will be converted to a JSON format, right? So here's the invoice detail. I get that extracted information from here, added to it. At the same time, I need an AI model. Okay. By the way, here, this is what you have to extract and then add it to these attributes. So I've named this. This is it can be anything. Invoice number, it's a string, and then the description of that attribute. I can even say whether it's required or not. So in my case, I just made it optional, but you can add it as a required. So it has to extract that information. So I've got invoice number, invoice date, company name, amount, currency, all of that. Then I have added a system prompt, right? So you are an expert extraction algorithm, only extract relevant information from the text. If you do not know the value of the expert, you may omit the attributes value. Same time, I'm connecting to an AI model. So I have tried Gemini and then OpenAI. Actually, OpenAI worked well. So you can simply connect any model. So once you click on here, you can add any model. So in my case, I can just close it and I can connect Gemini and test it as well, right? Or I can just simply reconnect OpenAI. So I've just added both of them, but this is not connected, so it doesn't work in this workflow execution. So I have connected OpenAI. So you have the OpenAI, and then you simply select the model. Simple as that, right? So once it's there, once it's extracted, then you can go to the Excel. You can again add an Excel node, and then you just get the extracted data and then add it to the relevant fields on your Excel sheet, right? And then you say, okay, get the Excel sheet, append a row, add a row to this Excel sheet of these columns. And then that's it. Once you save it, whenever you upload a file, it just executes, right? Let me just show you the actual execution. So it would make more sense. So once you go to execution, select an execution and copy to editor, right? So once you copy to editor, you actually see the exact execution. So it fetched, then you go here, it got the data, and then it's actually downloaded this file here. The name of the downloaded file is data. Simple as that. Then you go to extracted. You don't do anything here. You just extract. You can extract multiple versions, but here in our case, we are just extracting a PDF file. I mean, if you want to test it, you can just run test step, right? It extract that information, right? So it's extracted information to a text format. That's what we needed. Once you extract it, it goes to the AI, which is the information extractor. Once you run it, it follows this guide and then it extract the exact information from these given data. So you can always be specific or you can be detailed as much as you want. Once that's done, you go here and you have already got those information. You just simply drag and drop those information here, right? And then you run the step. And once the step is run and you have that data. So that's a simplest way of running your n8n workflow, and it works perfectly. So that's it for today. But there are so many automations you can do, from file extraction to content creations to a lot and lot more. I am planning to show a couple other automations that I actually built for my daily routine, right? So on upcoming tutorials, I'll be sharing those automations with you guys. Thank you.